get lost.
Never should have come here. Huh? Are you prepared to die?
close enough.
That's close enough.
That's close enough.
Should have come here.
I think you're bleeding. True Nords never back down.
I'm right behind you. Let's get going then.
Don't set anything on fire, all right?
Stranger, I don't need to talk to you. Get lost.
Imperial business. Be on your way. Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
Need a ride? See ya.
Oh, pardon me. I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. It's for sale if you've got the coin. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them. You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? You have no part of that.
Report to Isran at Fort Dawnguard, and get moving if you're serious about it. The vampires aren't going to wait around to make their next move.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Safe travels.
Can I help you? My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection. Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen. These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak? Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death. Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh, my! I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon. Welcome to the House of Curiosity. My sister and I inherited a modest... As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old. A most pleasant chat. Until the next. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Get away from me!
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too, or father would run them off. Do you know my father? He's really important. He even talks to the Jarl sometimes. His name is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever. Hey, you want to play a game? Really? All right, you pick. Tag or hide and seek? Figures. You elders are always so boring. I wish I could play with fire like that. Oh, you're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? Oh, you're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible? All right! I knew you'd do it. This is gonna be so fun. You can't even imagine. Hey, so are you ever going to make me invisible or what?
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Yorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard. Trying to set this sword right. Psh, ungrateful milk drinker. Of course I am. Don't let my words cut you too deep. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy, but no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. Don't forget, you find Queen Fridis'
Working in
sword.
Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to... If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Did you use
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
Blast girl, I told you to leave my tools alone.
We're the only temple in Skyrim that can openly worship Talos. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelseat comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. Blessings of Arcade be upon you.
Need something? There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Just what you see here. Good day to you.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum.
Take home Windhelm's finest and freshest produce today.
Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Take a look. Thank you for your custom.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
No. If there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. I'm so close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the Eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. Take a look. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the file, you fool!
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now. Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. Mm-hmm.
May the Eight guide you to the file. I'm sorry to always be so hard on you, boy. I just worry I don't have much time left.
I know, Master. Don't say such things. There is always time.
Don't be so sure. Now, have you finished grinding the dried snowberries?
Not yet. I'm sorry, I was reading up on the effects. Distillation.
What? You've been lollygagging and idle reading?
No, I was trying to...
Out of my...
There's no glory in war. You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? and another war. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
No one bought any flowers again today. I don't know what to do. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back.
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. Thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divines smile on a charitable soul.
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septims say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Septim's on the table.
That wasn't a fair swing.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Yeah. Here. Good to see you again, friend.
I ask only for a little.
They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have.
Will you spare a few coins to help
Wouldn't
someone
surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Watch out some grayskin doesn't pick your pocket.
It's so good to see you again. Spare up to no good, are we? I'll teach you. It'll cost you. I hate asking for much. Just...
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and
I
love.
still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Let's sate that appetite, I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come. Yes? Need something?
Sure. What can I do for you? Yes.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
Sure. What can I do for you? You must be a Stormcloak through and through to request that one.
This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters, the Stormcloaks. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now near. We'll drive out the Empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
The townsfolk call me captain because
All
I used
hail
to
to
be a sailor.
Ulfric! You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All hail to Ulfric! You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. If you're looking to hire the strongest mercenary in Skyrim, I'd wager your search is over.
Did Viola send you to bother me? Terrible shame, that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies, too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them? You didn't hear it from me, but if you... Did you know that candle on the mantle hasn't gone out in over 100 years?
The townsfolk call me Captain, because I used to be a sailor. The townsfolk call me Captain, because I used to be a sailor.
If the guards would I love my husband, but he can be...
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good day. Ever since that Imperial craven ran me through from behind, I had trouble breathing. Don't have any trouble drinking.
Staying safe, I hope.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those stamped shopkeepers. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drug.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest, then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. I'm not sure you belong here, friend. I'm not sure you belong here.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Ah, yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
The Stormcloak. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Yes? Make it quick. Help! This should be fine!
Now you're mine.
Son of a... Die now, huh?
You won't get the...
I'll try it.
No one here now.
Boost! Where'd you come from? Don't just stand there. Kill him.
Damn you!
Boost!
You're losing a lot of blood. Maybe you should sit down.
Wait. Boost! Boost! What was that? Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Rift.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Joining up myself.
My boys will keep you safe. Don't you worry.
Need something? I've got my eyes on you.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. The only thing I remember is the old story of Tiber Septim being called Dragonborn by the Nords before they switched sides and joined the Empire. No doubt those graybeards up at High Hrothgar will talk your ear off about it. Near as I can tell, a bunch of ancient Nord hermits who live on top of a mountain. Never heard of them talking to anybody before. If they really do want to talk to you, you'd better go find out what they want. You never know. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Trouble?
What do you need? Don't even think about it. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
All this standing around is rubbish. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God duty.
Father says I'm too young to train.
One of the new servants?
Ouch! Hey!
Remember that I like
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget. Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor. Soldiers. They're everywhere these days, and not a one of them knows how to pick up after themselves.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapons on.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
If you wish to hunt with me,
You
your
again.
feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Until next time, I can't keep helping you with everything. So you think you have what it takes? Huh. Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood. I'll take my leave then.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all...
What's on your mind?
Oh. Out with it.
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself. Until next time.
I can't keep helping you with everything.
What's on your mind? Farewell.
Yes?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. Not here. Out in the yard. Come on.
Vilkas will see if you're worth our trouble.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
By Ysmir, you won't leave here alive!
What do you think this is? We don't do battle with magic around here, new blood. Now come at me!
By Ysmir, you... won't leave here alive!
Pretty good arm you have there. Not that. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are. What is it now? Aye.
I hear you have spirit. This is good. Keep up the effort, boy. Eyes on the horizon, always.
What brings you here? What brings you here? What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the Companions. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group, but every man is his own. Every woman her own. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. That's a good man.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I can't keep helping you with everything. All right then.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here. Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've got some heart, I guess.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight? Whoa, ease up there. We're rough, but there's no need to kill a shield brother over a dispute. I like your fire, though. You'll make a fierce companion. Let us hunt together sometime. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me. Skjor and Aela like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Tilma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aela if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Get to it then. By the way, if you're looking for something to do...
Might head down to the meadery later, see what they're brewing up. You can smell the honey on the wind. It means when I have troubles, I always have someone on my side. We have shield siblings to keep our backs as dangerous as our fronts, I think. A man of my station has many debts. I'm not much use at labor or learning, but I can throw a punch with the best of them. The companions let me fight for gold, and so I fight.
I never thought they would actually let me join the companions, but now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days. I avoid going to Eastmarch if I can. Something in the air. I think it's just too close to the border. I can teach you a few things. It means signing on for the Nord ideas of how to live your life. Honor, battle, glory, all that. Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord. Skjor said when I joined. I think he meant it as a compliment. Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory. Safe travels.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place. If the Circle vouches for you, I'm sworn to respect their judgment. But that doesn't mean I like it. I can. It might save your life. Just because you've been accepted here so quickly, don't think I'm gonna help you rise any faster. Fight well, don't be a lout, and you'll be fine. You don't need my help. So I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots. All right, then.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes. So much. This group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest fighting group in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgramor's day to our own. To be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much. Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
I killed a bear yesterday. Did you kill anything?
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I have several. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Never should have come here. You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square. Fine. I'll take care of it. Just please, leave me alone. Don't do that!
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son?
Chops and steaks.
What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone.
What are you looking
Such
at?
is the way of
I'm
the
not
world.
afraid of you.
The sooner you
know,
accept his loss,
even if
the
you
better.
are my elder.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Do you believe
Had
this
enough of fish
old
and fowl.
hag?
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of
Holding
steak
him?
or a tender rack of
Why,
ribs.
I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cal. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my
Damn
son.
the...
My
More
Thorald.
bad blood between the houses. Fralia is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore.
They're in with the Imperials.
Long live the
They
Empire.
know it too. And yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin.
Please, let's speak privately.
Ribs.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Divine smile on you, friend. You tried mercenary work? I can teach you a few things.
The finest cuts, fresh from
Right then.
Well met. Well met, kinsman. What brings you to Whiterun?
Truly?
By shore, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach, then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the... If by work, you mean testing your steel and... Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avelstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family, I'm sure of it. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive, I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back to me. I can tell you're new around here. My husband, Eorland, tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr. The Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns. Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. He's my son. It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. You take care of yourself now. There's a rift here in Skyrim, and can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right. Evgir Onslaught has come. Last, the season unending, war without end.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman? I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats. It's been a while now. I miss him, but it's clear he's not coming back. He knew what he was getting into. I don't blame anyone. Yeah, take care.
Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! You're not supposed to be... Last warning. Leave now. Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9, it's worse than I thought. So, North Watch Keep. Then we know where to hit 'em. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. What? You, alone, reasoning with the Thalmor? That's madness, friend. You're serious, aren't you? Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will.
Of us, the future of Skyrim.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get... I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself. Kind of fun to push people around sometimes, isn't it? Good work, brother. Skjor was looking for you earlier. Don't know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do anything else. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
There
you
I
are.
never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days.
I did. Your time, it seems, has come. Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the Companions demand that we seek it out. This is a simple errand, but the time is right for it to be your trial. Carry yourself with honor, and you'll become a true companion. Farkas will be your shield sibling on this venture, whelp. He'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed. You still need to prove yourself, whelp. Wuthrad is a relic of Ysgramor. Through that weapon, we trace our line straight to the first harbinger of mankind in this land. What fragments we have are displayed in honor, but we always seek more. Mm-hmm. Are you looking for help with something? This is a busy time.
I hope you've readied yourself. So I'm told. Let's see if you impress. Ysgramor was the hero who started the Companions. Wuthrad was his weapon. He came from the ancient homeland and killed all the elves. But not all of them, because some of them are still here. I want you to make sure you're honorable. If you are honorable and strong, then I can call you brother. A smart man came and told us about a blade piece. Skjor thinks you should find it, and I'm supposed to watch you. Don't delay, shield brother.
come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can remember it.
We should keep moving. Mm-hmm.
Yes, man, he said, let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown.
Boost! Tired of
It's no fun getting
Had
pushed
enough of
around
fish
all
and
the
fowl?
time.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or
My
a tender rack of
favorite
ribs.
drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze home. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun, mostly.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
We should keep moving. Mm-hmm.
Looks like someone's been digging here, and recently. Tread lightly. careful around the burial stones. I don't want to haul you back to your master. I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to put you down. Now look what you've gotten yourself into. No worries, just sit tight. I'll find the release. What was that?
It's time to die, dog. We knew you'd be coming here. Your mistake, companion.
Which one is that?
Doesn't matter. He wears that armor, he dies.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
You should have come here.
I hope I didn't scare you.
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts. Fearsome. Oh no. Only the Circle have the beast blood. Prove your honor to be a companion. Eyes on the prey, not the horizon. We should keep moving. Still the Draugr to worry about. What? Hey, that felt good. Gods, no! Enough of this!
What was that?
best you can do.
I love a challenge. By Eastmere, you won't leave here alive.
Thought I heard something.
I'll mount your head on my wall. You think you can take...
I'm gonna kill you. Watch it there, brother. I'm gonna kill you. What? Hey, that felt good. Like a bug. Hey! We need to get back to Jorvaskr. Not everyone, but all the Circle are. It's a secret to everybody. Bad people who don't like werewolves. So they don't like us either. Mm-hmm.
Brothers and sisters of the Circle, today we welcome a new soul into our mortal fold. This man has endured, has challenged, and has shown his valor. Who will speak for him?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your shield in his defense?
I would stand at his back, that the world might never overtake us.
And would you raise your sword in his honor?
It stands ready to meet the blood of his foes.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories.
Then the judgment of this circle is complete. His heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
It shall be so.
Well, boy, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint. I see you've been allowed to know some secrets before your appointed time. No matter. Yes, it's true. Not every companion, though. Only members of the Circle all share the blood of the beast. Some take to it more than others. Well, I grow old. My mind turns towards the horizon, to Sovngarde. I worry that Shor won't call an animal to glory as he would a true Nord warrior. Living as beasts draws our souls closer to the Daedric Lord Hircine. Some may prefer an eternity in his hunting grounds, but I crave the fellowship of Sovngarde. Yes, but it's no easy matter. But you don't need to share the worries of an old warrior. This day is to rejoice in your bravery. And speak to Yorland if you want a better weapon than whatever that is. Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all. We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter... We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans. And we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the Troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then. Aye, they're an old clan like ours, but they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition. I was done talking anyway.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for as long as I can remember.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday. I'll show you what I know. A citizen of Whiterun has asked for our help. It seems that a predator has invaded their home, and someone needs to clear the beast out. Be cautious. Beasts are not nearly as predictable as men. Give the thing a quick death.
You still need to prove yourself, whelp. Aren't you already running a job for Aela? Come talk to me when you finish that up. Until next time.
What's the hurry?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Rift. Might consider training up myself.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Deserve our praise to do, for we are one.
I've heard you may actually be strong. Need something? I'm sure that the owner of that place is relieved. They certainly came through with the coin. Still eager to please. This is good. Skjor might be right about you. He has something special planned for you. Better talk to him.
I'm still trying to figure out why
are.
Skjor let you in the first place.
Yes. I have something a little different planned this time. But it's not for everyone to hear. Meet me in the Underforge tonight. We will speak more. Until... Not now. The Underforge tonight. Not now. The Underforge tonight. Not now. The Underforge tonight.
I was the newest companion. Until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Not now. The Underforge tonight. Are you prepared? This is no test, new blood. This is a gift. Come inside.
I'm glad you came. It's been a long time since we had a heart like yours among our numbers. That pitiful ceremony behind the hall does not befit warriors like us.
You are due more honor than some calls and feasting.
I would hope you recognize Ayla, even in this form. She's agreed to be your forebear. We do this in secret because Kodlak is too busy trying to throw away this great gift we've been granted. He thinks we've been cursed, but we've been blessed. How can something that gives this kind of prowess be a curse? So we take matters into our own hands. To reach the heights of the Companions, you must join with us in the shared blood of the wolf.
Are you prepared to join your spirit with the beast world, friend? That is your choice. We will not force you. But to join the Circle, your blood must be as ours. Meet us here when you're ready.
Until next time.